What's up, YouTube? It's Cole from Brochilla Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Forza 5. This is playing on the Xbox One, and this was recorded using the game DVR on the Xbox. Now, this game is obviously just a racing game, and as you can see, I'm jumping right into it. There's a little bit of a problem with the game DVR recording, and it seemed to have started recording a little later than when I actually started it. So I just started into a spot that I was at in the campaign, and this is just essentially you're just racing to try and pass as many cars as possible in a given amount of time, being 2 laps. Now, one of the things that I like about this game is it looks incredible. It runs really smooth on the Xbox One, and it looks great. The thing about racing games like this is you don't really need to focus on a whole lot of aliasing or things like that. You just want smooth frame rates as the things pass by you on the sides, and you want to have good lighting effects and things like that, and this game really, really nails that. So we'll just see here as I pass these cars. I'm not the greatest driver in the world. I am using the Xbox remote. I'm not using the Xbox controller, rather. I'm not using a wheel or anything. In fact, I don't even think they make them yet for the Xbox One. So just driving, and you know, the game mechanics are very good in this game. I'm currently driving a Subaru WRX STI, which is the car I'm looking at for my first car. I get my license in a couple of months, so I'm thinking maybe one of these would be kind of fun. But you can definitely feel how certain cars just handle completely differently. You take the Formula 1 rally cars, or not Formula 1 rally, what am I thinking? You take just like Formula 1 cars, and they just, you know, they're so fast. They're stupid fast. You can feel through playing this game how stupid fast those cars are. And then you go and you take like the Fiat 500, and it's just like this slow little thing, just kind of like tooting around the course. You know, everything feels like it's slow. It's taking a long time. You feel cumbersome. You take a big, heavy car, feels a lot more cumbersome than a very small, light, nimble vehicle. Which is one of the things I really, really like about Forza, is it just matches the game. You know, it really meets the purpose of the game, which is to kind of almost be a bit of a racing simulator. You know, this map is currently at Silverstone, so you just see, so I think the target was like 17 cars or 16 cars that you had to pass, and I passed 18 or something. I am recording, if you can't tell already, I am recording this voiceover afterwards. So I'll just let this load here, and then pretty soon there will be a quick cut to, or maybe not soon. So you can see it gives me all the titles. So I got gold, I got 2,100 credits for that, and then you can see how much XP I got. So I'm at driver level 12, almost driver level 13, and basically that's how that went. And you see at the top corner it says Drivatar Sync, so I'm just jumping into the next race, but I'll discuss what Drivatar is. Essentially it gathers information on your driving and then uploads that to the cloud, and you basically have an avatar that kind of essentially races for you in the cloud. So all these people that I'm racing against are essentially their Drivatars, and you're kind of like, and you're racing against people that are around your rank in the world. And I think I currently left off at 69,000 in the world in terms of my rank. And you know, you will be driving like their driving styles, kind of. Everybody will have their own different driving style, which really makes the game very active. It's a lot less like an AI. Even how you handle, you know, getting knocked off course by another vehicle changes from driver to driver. And it's very interesting. You can see how certain cars, they'll take it wide, other cars will bust through the inside and things like that, and it's very, very dynamic in these races. So this is just a standard race. You start at a low place and move and try and work your way up. This is at the Alps course, which I think is just an absolutely beautiful course to race on. The loading screens at the beginning are incredibly photorealistic. They're animated, but they're amazing. I mean, you just look at the lens flares here. I mean, it's so dynamic. You come out and you can barely see into the sun. You know, you've got all these different factors coming in, and the game runs perfectly smooth at 60 frames per second. It looks absolutely incredible. By far one of the best looking console games I've ever played. So, as you can see, I'm just kind of pulling through guys, trying to get to the front. Now, in Forza, the way the metals work, so gold, silver, and bronze work, is kind of interesting. It's not gold, silver, and bronze for first, second, and third. 1 through 3 is gold, and I think 1 through 3 is gold. 2 and 4 are bronze, 2 and 3 are bronze, and 4 is, wow. So 1 through 3 are gold. 4 is silver, maybe 5 is silver as well, and then bronze is 6, if that. So it's a little interesting. So you definitely want to go for gold here. So I'm in 2:16, and I actually end up, there might be a cut coming up here, but I end up finishing this race in second place because this guy, if you look at the minimap, I mean, he's way ahead of everybody else. So once again, just you see the incredible scenery here, the incredible course. Now it's interesting because you can tell how the game uses its resources. Because if you look in the rearview mirror, you can see the frame rate's a little lower, the details less, and everything, just to kind of take the resources off of that, which I guess is rightfully so. But just these, I'm a big junkie for really beautiful lens flares, and this game really has that. Obviously, you know, they made this game fairly conservative because it is playing on a console, but still they put the detail in where it needed it. And you know, when I forgot my Xbox 360 my grandparents were able to get one for me 2 days after the Xbox 360 was released, and playing PGR3 was like one of the first games I got, and that was like an incredible looking game. And PGR3 compared to what Forza looks like Forza is just on this level that I never would have dreamt of when I was playing PGR3 in terms of graphics. I mean, it's amazing. So you can see that in Forza there's the drive line, and there is automatic braking and things, which I do have that turned down. It does give you a little bit more credits if you turn off the assists, the different assists that you can have. One of the things I do like about this game is that it really takes advantage of the rumble motors. Now, being a Microsoft-produced game, they're really going to use what's on the Xbox One to their advantage, and it is optimized the Xbox One. So having the rumble, I love having the rumble motors in the triggers, because it makes it feel so much more dynamic. Because when you're accelerating hard, you get rumble motors, and when you're braking really hard, you get rumble motors in the triggers, and that really enhances the game experience. Now, one of the things I love doing, especially with this game, is taking it down to our home theater and putting it on our 7.3 DTS Master surround system, which is amazing. Everything's digitally set to go to the right speakers, and it mixes perfectly. It's totally uncompressed audio, so it sounds great, and it's just this incredible 3D environment that you're playing in. It's a 13-foot 4K projector down there, so I mean, it's just amazing looking. So another thing also, if you play Battlefield 3, that kind of is nice, because you can have a really 3D sound scope of what's going on, kind of, I guess, if that's a word. But I do play most of these games with headphones on, and Forza as well. It just really kind of immerses you in the game, and it is just a lot of fun. So you're going to see a cut coming up here, and that's because just from the editing that I did, and it's just because of I had to switch recording. So you'll see it. That's odd. Huh. Where does that cut take place? Oh, that cut took place earlier. Sorry. But anyway, I was gonna say you're gonna see a cut take place, but that was actually earlier, which I didn't miss I missed. That's because in the game DVR, it stops recording at 5 minutes, so I had to reset it so that it would keep recording. So anyway, guys, this has been Forza 5. if I were to rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 obviously being the worst and 10 being the best, I would definitely give this game a 9 at least. I do really love games like this. It looks incredible. It is everything that I would expect out of the next gen console, and it is just a lot of fun to play. One of the things that would knock it down is today I was trying to do the multiplayer video for this game, and like the multiplayer, I was trying to add multiplayer into this, but it just wouldn't work. You wouldn't have enough players mixed to servers, and it just was terrible. You could not get any players into a server so that you could have a race. So that's just one problem with it, is the multiplayer isn't the greatest, but it's still fun. You can do a free play and use the really fast cars and everything, and use all the way down from low end to the high end cars in the game, and it definitely is a lot of fun. So anyway guys, this has been another video for Brochilla Gaming. Thanks for watching. Spam that like button, and I'll see you next time.